You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it.
The measure of a man isn't calculated when things are going well or when things are going right. The measure of a man is calculated when things are going wrong. When shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? How are you going to deal with adversity? Because everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. How do you pick yourself up after defeat? How do you handle it? Do you blame other people? Do you take accountability? Do you snitch? Do you cry? Do you go to the gym? Dealing with adversity is a part of life, and that is where the truth of a person is determined. That's where a person's reality is. So if you aren't aware, it's actually been an amazing 24 to 48 hours in hip hop. I lean on you niggas like another lino. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'm sending us up. The case that Drake levied upon UMG has been dismissed, and oh my goodness, it's been a lot of fanfare and talk. But today, you know, as I've heard a lot of my comrades, Screwface, Justin, Absa, Rob Markman, Wayno, everybody's talking about it. This is the talk of the town right now. Right now, currently, I'm missing out on Glasses Malone and the lunch hour, man. They be going in over there. It's an amazing time over there. But my whole thing is looking at Drake, because if you watched him throughout his career, this is obvious. Drake has never been able to deal with adversity. If we go all the way back, right? Let's go back through the timeline, because I've talked about this countless amount of times. Talked about Drake needing a break, Drake taking the biggest loss of all time. I literally have a playlist of Drake videos you can go to right here and go dive into. I've said it all. I don't think there's any much more to say. But if we go and look back at Drake's career, this is obvious, because Drake has never handled adversity well. And actually, before this, he said he was going to take a break, and I think that was probably the dumbest move out of all of this, is that he didn't take that break.
You know, I said I was like taking a break and all that shit, but I'm right back on the road. It's hard for me to stay away from y'all. I really do love.
If you knew that you were going to renegotiate with UMG and all of that, why'd you take this battle? You know why you took this battle, Drake? You thought you were bigger than the program. You thought you were going to use your homie that was Kobe, Shaq, and me and Lucien like Shaq and Kobe. You thought you was going to get your Shaq or your Kobe, whichever one you thought you was. I don't know. Who do you think you are, Shaq, Kobe? Which one? I know you wasn't thinking you was Kobe, because Kobe liked Kendrick Lamar.
Is there someone on the court that he reminds you of?
Yeah, it was me.
You thought you were going to be able to manipulate the system in order to get this win, and it was going to be even better for you, right?
You're trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
That didn't happen, but you should have took that break. But if we go back from the first time Drake had some type of adversity, right? Because I'm not going to talk about every rap battle, because tit for tats happen. Him and Common, that's not really adversity. If you ask me, I think Common won Canada Dry is the best line to come out of that. It's actually amazing still to this day. But you know, Stay Scheming was everywhere. Ooh, I'm not going to talk about every little rap battle, but if we come and we talk about the first time Drake was faced with real controversy and adversity, it was the Control verse. And we all know how he responded to Control verse.
That verse was a moment to talk about. Are you listening to it now? That verse had no malice behind it, because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love. I almost wish he had come in there on that shit, because I kind of lost like a little respect for the sentiment of the verse.
Emotional, damn it!
Everybody that was named either dropped a verse or understood what it was about. They understood it. They enjoyed it. You know, some people got on the beat. Shout out to Big Crit. He got on the beat. You know, a bunch of other people that wasn't even mentioned, they got on beat. You know, it was all in the love of sport. A$AP Rocky and A$AP Ferg and them went to Funk Flex and got crazy.
I don't sell rocks.
Nigga, I smoke 'em. Rock. Wanna know something? Terrain got good brain. A couple Harlem niggas had that bitch up in the chicken.
If you know, you know. It's hip hop. This is what it's about. Kendrick had a really big moment. Drake went on a whiny baby tour. So that was the first time he dealt with adversity. The second time I really felt as though, and that's strike one. The second time I think he dealt with adversity was during the whole Meek Mill fiasco. Some would say he handled that very well, but I really think that should have been the end of his career. The fact that he wasn't writing verses really made everybody look at him differently. So even though one would say, not having revisionist history, I was in the club singing back to back shamelessly, even though I'm a big Meek fan. My brother's family from Philly. I have an affinity for Philly. I love Philadelphia, right? Cool. I was in clubs back to back. It was amazing. It was a good time. It was a good time for me because it was hip hop. It was on a big stage, right? Cool. but Meek won that war.
Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you.
We look at him differently. It even sparked the beef between him and Pusha T. So that was another time he faced adversity, right? You could say he handled it well. So right now he's 1 for 1, 50%. 50-50. The second time he dealt with adversity was against Pusha T. And I don't think he handled that well either. He did what he was supposed to do as far as having success afterwards, but he went on he didn't go, but Jazz Prince went on a don't mud wrestle. He got a song that'll end his career and Kanye's career. It was a bunch of malarkey. He engaged in battle, got beat, and even then, I think they tried to pull some tricks to get the story of Adidon pulled down, because if I'm not mistaken, the story of Adidon had like 10 million views within like the first 24 hours, but they took it down, and when he released Duppy Freestyle, they kept Duppy Freestyle up. Duppy Freestyle was kept up, but the story of Adidon was taken down. So if you go look at some of those early YouTube versions, Duppy Freestyle got like 20 million views or whatever like that right there. But if you ask me, he did not handle that well. I feel as though him not going back and engaging in battle and him talking about my friend that's sick, this is too far. He went on Rap Radar and he started running his mouth again. And now here we are again, where he's faced with adversity and he does not handle it well. Instead of taking his ass whooping and going home, instead of taking his headshot, it literally was headshots for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. And he's been walking around like a football player with CTE. He just can't catch a break. It's like one loss after another, after another, after another. The Iceman rollout, loss. More reference tracks dropping, loss. A song with Central C, loss. Going over to Europe and saying the UK got the best, loss. Did we forget about the fake Tupac Death Row? Loss.
Almost started reaching.
It's so many losses, you almost just forget about them. And so here we are today with Kendrick Lamar, who has been extremely quiet, has been going on the biggest run ever, Super Bowl. Shout out to Nalib Invasion. Shout out to Nalib. Make sure you go in the link in the description. Go get you one of these. From the Super Bowl, 5 Grammys for one song, Record of the Year, Song of the Year.
Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof.
I really think this is the song of the century. Like, it's literally the biggest song of the 2000s, if you ask me. From 2025 to 2000, I don't think there's a bigger song. Personally, I think it's one of the best rap songs ever. Forget this. It supersedes it. And instead of just taking that ass whooping and going home, you've extended this ass whooping. This is like a director's cut of an ass whooping. We could have just got the regular, this is the Zack Snyder cut. You could have just took your loss, went home, but you could not help it. You're a brat.
Where's my sandwich? I'm so hungry.
I didn't buy you that sandwich.
Why? Why couldn't you just got me that sandwich?
And he's a brat and he's used to getting his way and he couldn't just take his loss and go take a break. Any other normal person would be like, yo, I'm getting out of Dodge. The ego, he could not let it go. And so hip hop is cheering it. I mean, I've never seen nothing like this. This is a time where Trump is literally actively killing free speech, like actively. The Trump administration is actively killing free speech.
And we've made it 1 year penalty for inciting riots. We took the freedom of speech away.
That is a literal clip from this administration. And hip hop takes home a W? See, the one thing that I love about hip hop in the black community is you're taught to take your loss and keep it pushing. You don't lash out. You don't send in a National Guard and go against everything this country stands for in order to go against your opposition because you lost or because you're trying to prove a point. You don't weaponize your power. Who got the best bar? Who got the best music? Who has the biggest song? That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. Who's the better artist? Drake is very much them folks. He's very much proved that he is not like us every step of the way. In an administration that's actively trying to kill freedom of speech, Drake was a part of that. Drake was actively a part of trying to kill freedom of speech in hip hop. There's already been some hints of Glorilla didn't want to put this on DSPs, or this person didn't want to put this on that, or that and that third, because they were afraid of litigation, right? With all of this Cardi and Nicki and the ladies is beefing. Shout out to the ladies. There's been some talks on the internet. I can't confirm that the labels were pulling back and not releasing things officially because they didn't want blowback. They didn't want people suing and litigation and stuff like that. This lawsuit already affected hip hop. People were laying low, and now we see that it was BS. I mean, it was always BS.
You're suing because you asked him to call you a
And he did?
No, I'm suing because it got popular.
He's a 69 god isn't illegal to say, and it goes so hard.
Monster on the beat, ho, beat, bo, beat, rap, nigga, he a free throw.
Yeah, nigga, you got your ass whooped.
Well, if he didn't use bots, how'd the song become so huge?
Have you not heard it? Play it again.
No, we
Play
don't
it
have
again,
to.
damn it. Your lawyer said you have a good case. Can I talk to your lawyer?
Ovi help.
Yeah, he's using you to buy a new pool.
We're gonna appeal the verdict.
And I guess a new house as well.
It's like, yo, this is what you wanted. This is what you engaged in. If you knew that you were going to go into renegotiation, should have just chilled. Should have laid low. You've been poking the bear. J. Cole set you up nicely. Poor J. Cole. He getting dragged through the mud recently. Still a fan of his music, but bro, you've been on some corny shit for a long time, bro. You said how many faking they streams, getting they play for machines. Next thing you know, you in North Carolina and a Wraith and a Ghost with him. Drake pulled up on you in North Carolina and a Wraith because he wanted to check who you talking about. Because we all know who the botter is. We all know who been cooking the books. It's obvious.
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the?
And so here we are today. Hip hop is showing you what it's about. You can make a billion slaps for the rest of your life, Drake, but you never gonna live this down. You gave that up. You gave up your credibility. You gave up your word. You gave up your integrity. And so, like this tweet famously says, your black side got his ass whooped and your white side got your ass whooped. Only thing I can tell you is look at this as a learning lesson of how you should deal with adversity, how you should overcome the odds. Is there somebody in your life that did you wrong? Is it somebody that you holding a grudge on to? It's affecting you, not only mentally, but physically. Holding on to anger and holding on to hate, it changes you as a person. You can look at Drake and see that he has changed. Aura, the energy, his body, the light in his eyes, everything has been sucked away. Because all he was, and the measurement of him was the fame, was the glory, was being on top. He was empty inside. Been touring forever. I don't think the man's ever stopped touring. And so here we are today, and we have to learn from this. Everybody joking, everybody laughing. I feel sorry for the guy. And now that this lawsuit over, he's going to appeal. So he's going to extend this ass whooping. Now we about to get the DVD special edition director's cut that wasn't in theaters. This is comical. And he deserves all that he's getting because in defeat, it shows you who people really are. When shit hits the fan, it shows you who's really what and what is really who. How do y'all feel about this? Y'all think he should appeal? This is literally the definition of two birds with one stone. One of his famous diss records when he was dissing Kid Cudi, Kanye, Pusha, he was dissing everybody, which Infrared was a response to. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think that Pusha T just be trying to diss people. No, Pusha T just takes his time. I think it took him a while, but he was responding on Infrared's two birds, one stone. But questionable pen, fuck a questionable pen. That nigga, what does that motherfucker right? He need body cam on him. We need body cam footage on him every time he in the booth. This is bad. And it could end here. The bleeding can stop here, but he hasn't healed. His wounds is leaking blood all over us. And so only thing I say, man, is learn from this. It's the only thing we can do is learn from this. Don't let this be you. Take your loss. Keep it pushing. Kendrick still ain't said nothing. All Kendrick do is let it be in the art. PG Lang. Worldwide tours. I think I can say this with a clear head. Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper of all time. This run has been the greatest run we've ever seen. We'll never see anything like it. We don't look at Drake the same. The aura, the energy is gone. The soul has been sucked out of him. Whatever little bit of life he had left, he need to go recover it. He need to go take a break and recover it. Don't bring out Iceman. None of that. Go lay low. If you got one more album for obligation, do what you got to do. Get out that contract. Figure it out. The sad thing is Drake never did nothing else. Drake don't sell merch good. Drake ain't really get into acting. Drake ain't really creative. Like as far as like music videos or nothing like that. He was a comedy dude. He was like, he can't do that because he takes it so seriously now. So I don't know what else he could do. He don't have... Gambling, I guess. He's the gambling groomer now. Shout out to Professor Sky. How do you deal with adversity, man? Read My Soul is going to be out of here. Make sure you cop a t-shirt. Nalib Invasion. Amazing. Thank you. I appreciate this. One of the best moments ever. It's still 2025. We still got the rest of October left. November and December. Give it up. Take whatever you got left and go enjoy Christmas, nigga. Just jump to Christmas. You need to skip to Christmas. You need to skip to a new year. You need a new lease on life, my dog, because you got your ass whooped. And that's all I really got to say. I don't even know what much more could be said. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling in the comment section. The conversation continues with you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a video. Help me beat these algorithms. Donate to this Cash App. Anything is appreciated. Super chats, all of that good stuff. Become a member. Link is in the description. Read my soul. Out. Peace.